Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I felt drawn to send a message to those who need it. I'm going to pull some cards to know the context of the situation you guys are in. If that's something you resonate, then the further guidance is for you. Let's see the guidance. Sorry, message. What is the context? Okay, so we are not those are too many cards. Let's pull three cards. Spirit, what is the context? Okay, we have Queen of Swords. And by the way, I'm going to take the fact that many cards have come, which means there is a lot that is going on right now. And you have Strength and High Priestess. These are really strong cards. You could have significant moon placement that is showing an effect right now, maybe in terms of transit or dasha. And I feel like crows could be significant as well as big cats like lion. One thing is you're rising above the sun, and you can see the Queen of Swords in here is looking away, and the woman in the strength is looking towards the right side of the High Priestess. And High Priestess is standing still and giving the blessings from her hand. It could be the knowledge. With the triangle in here, you could be in a situation which is like correlated to you and other two persons. For example, in your career, you could be working for a client, and that client has another stakeholder, and that stakeholder depends on you again, if that makes sense. That's possible. Or in your family wise, you are dependent, not in the sense completely dependent, but you are depending on someone on one decision, and that person is depending on another person. Okay, I'm not showing the hands. So you are depending on one person, and that person is depending on another person, and in a way this is a hassle. These situations could be yours, And for some reason, I felt like sacrificing something, like sacrificing the dear thing you have, because you're Queen of Swords in this case. You're being extra practical, or sometimes Queen of Swords also tells this is the truth, there is no scope further, so you have to leave it. It's like, suppose you just maybe applied for a university, you got accepted, but you couldn't go because of financial situation. You might feel bad, but you have no other option. Let's say you do not have one. You might go to another institute that could be more practical approach, but deep inside this will have an impact of I wish I went to my dream college or something like that. Now I feel bad, honestly. That is actually very sad. You're being extremely practical and extremely strong inside. It's like, yes, I left it and I have no other option, so I'm building strength within. I'm fine, I'm doing good, I'm doing great, is what you're thinking and feeling, because in your heart you're building a sense of strength and resilience. Even though there is one side which feels sad for leaving it, on the other side you are extremely strong, or trying to be extremely strong, building your strong mindset, is what I'm seeing and what I meant. Even though there is strength deep inside, the reality is, with the moon in the high priestess, deep inside you're feeling sad. With this card especially, the veil is half closed, half opened. There is one side in your heart that says, I feel sad and I want to cry. But on the other side, of course, because your mind is helping you, it is looking towards the sensitive side and building strength to it. But again, this is the closed wheel. The strength is closing the wheel, not healing the emotion. And it's like, if you do not cry out, if you just close the wheel, well, the emotions would stay unhealed and would stay sad. And that is not fit, or that is not right to your mind, to your heart, to your feelings. I think the guidance could be to open up to yourself and be accepting towards your feelings and emotions. I know being practical is all cool, But sometimes healing emotions becomes really important. And also sometimes we kind of tell ourselves that everything is fine, and yes, since it's practical, I'm going to be fine. But at some point, at some corner of the heart will desire or want to cry for once. It's not a crime to cry, and it's like just vent it out. And yeah, like, tell yourself it's an unfortunate thing to leave, even after you move on, even if it's before or after you move on, is the guidance. This is actually heavy, to be honest, but this is needed for someone who needs this to be heard. Let us see the further guidance with Sacred Destiny Oracle. Spirit, what is the further guidance that is meant to be reached? Again, there are many that has fallen. So there are many things that are falling out. Even before that, the tarot deck has many cards that fallen out, and even this oracle deck, many cards have fallen out. So what does that mean? There could be many messages, there could be many reasons, and there could be many ways this situation has happened. And there could be many messages in the way you're going forward, but I also feel that the spirits are trying to give you lots of messages right now in the process you're in. Maybe sitting still and listening to them with High Priestess is really important for you right now. Maybe for some of you, or most of you, it's not even about addressing emotions, it's about addressing your inner wisdom, inner intuition, and inner sense. That could be really important right now, because spirit guides, universe is sending lots of messages for you right now, and you're not accepting them because you just couldn't sit down and think, go deep inside. Yeah, it's like you couldn't sit, think deep, and that's why you couldn't receive the messages even though they are giving so many. All right, let's go for the messages. We have three. Back of the deck, you have relaxation. So this is really important message to relax yourself right now. With High Priestess, you are supposed to get so many messages from spirit guides and universe. So you need to relax. Such a cool, such a cool thing that came from cards. So let's see. I felt drawn to take this one. You have inner peace. Inner peace. You have inner peace. Again, stay in a openness. And moon came out, as you can see. I'm saying the moon in here and the full moon in here. You need to release the emotions that are deep inside you right now. And also, I have told you the astrological transit, the moon transits that are going in your chart, right? And you have the constellations. The constellations in here. For example, if you are going through the nakshatra, then whichever the dasha or nakshatra you guys are in could be significant, or the next time the nakshatra that falls in, the moon falls in, could be a significant time. And you have thriving. You will thrive. You will thrive if you are open to your own emotions. High priestess really told like a lot of things with inner peace. Yeah, with relaxation in here. Relax yourself with meditation, with, and again we have moon in here. With inner peace and relaxation, you will open up to your own emotions with high priestess in here. And again, the time could be significant, the next nakshatra or the transit that are coming in your natal charts. And by doing so, you would be thriving. And the sun rays that are coming here right now, just like the sun in here in the strength card, you will be thriving, guys. You will be thriving. And giraffes are one of the tallest animals in the world. You would be tallest. I mean, you would be very tall, or you would be in, okay, you would be in one of those people who stood first, who stood top in something you're doing, maybe a project, or in career, in your passion, in the competition you are working or putting your effort in right now. So even though you left something in the past, that's not going to affect you much, only if you just open up to yourself with inner peace, with relaxation, with staying still, and opening up your emotions to yourself. I'm drawn to take out moonology cards as well. And also, we have so much of moon right now. Let's see what moonology cards will say. And also, by the way, guys, I did not like thought of taking out moonology cards because I have seen moon. I was just channeling the messages. I was saying, let's check moonology cards. And then it got me like, oh, yes, there is moon in here. And spirit made me say, let's open up moonology cards. So let's see. It's the guidance that is meant to reach right now. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Again, maybe full moon in Libra could be significant. And with thriving, and a win win outcome is forecast. Whatever you have left, do not make much damage to you or do not undermine you. It actually doesn't matter much in the long run, in the future, because apparently you are going to have a win from both sides and you're going to thrive. I've seen two giraffes and then there is three. One is far. And again, a win win outcome is forecast. We have two fishes in here. I feel like in previous example, I have said there might be three people in which one of you is dependent on second person and second person is dependent on the third person. I feel like you and the second person on whom you're depending are winning, are going to get inner peace in future, are going and you are going to thrive. A win-win outcome is for you and the second person, and I am not sure about the third person. I think it's dependent on the situation, because this giraffe is way far, as if these two giraffes are not. I heard said, okay, I heard abandoned them, abandoned the third one. I'm not sure about the situation you are in, so I won't judge. But here is the thing, maybe the third person is not so much important. Oh gosh. And what do we have more? Yeah, a win win outcome is forecast. We have inner peace. And what's more? I see why the messages are really cold today, because as you can see, Queen of Swords is actually very practical person. Even before I said abandoned, the third person, I was like, can I even use that word on internet? I was like adamant about saying it, but I said it because maybe that person really showed you hard time. Maybe did not accept you or accept what you have said that easily. Maybe that's why you guys are keeping that person far from you both. And this is so beautiful, considering that it is a win-win outcome. Is there any other guidance it's meant to reach? Is there any guidance that is meant to reach? A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. I feel like new moon in Virgo would be far away time than full moon in Libra. A time to give rather than take. In this case, I feel like the universe is giving you something. The universe is giving you so much. It is telling you to give away the things that might not be significant to you but are really precious to those who need it. Because, okay, this is a warning message, I feel. Because you are thriving in whatever you are doing, and you are like the top 1%. Okay, top 1% of whatever you are dedicated to your message in long term. So that's why the full moon in Libra to new moon in Virgo would take significant time. So when you start thriving over time, you are suggested and advised to give to those people who need your help, who need your generosity. So by the time passes, it is the time to give rather than take. So that's it for today, guys. Yes, you might have a hard time, but you are going to be all right. It's going to be really fine. You are going to thrive so much that universe is telling you to give back after some time. This is a long term message, actually. So I hope this message helped you. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment comment down below if this helped you, and share the video to whoever it's needed. And I'll catch you guys in the next reading. Bye bye.